Live BBL league mates and anyone who just stumbles upon this. This is our NL edition of buy, sell, or hold. I maybe wanted to add punt, but we've already had some teams who punted, and we'll get there as well. But how are you doing today, Alan?
I'm doing okay. Really just kind of hanging out, not doing a whole lot for the holiday weekend, so just chilling, getting my baseball in. I got a good start at Andre Palante today, which I really needed, so I'm happy.
Yes. And for me, I don't know, but I got the miracle start combo out of who was it? It was Jake Irvin and Patrick Corbin are going to get close to 50 for me. Oh, but sweet.
Corbin was ridiculous, man. He was so good.
I just click on Jake Irvin and yeah, he was moved for Saturday's game with an apparent injury. Awesome.
Oh.
I was like, how?
Because they brought him back after the rain. They should have just let him. I mean, that would have screwed you too. But yeah, that game went into delay and like between the first and second.
So well, maybe, no, he had 5 innings pitched. Like I was following it, and it was like through 4 with like 60 something. I was like, okay, yeah, he should easily get a quality start. Like no earned through 4. He had like 6 strikeouts. Goes through 5, 7 Ks. I'm getting ready. Now I literally just refreshed my score, and it's like red flag. Awesome.
When it rains.
Oh yeah. You just can't. I mean, we've said it before, and we'll continue to say it until everyone listens. You could never have too many starting pitchers.
Well, that's going to be a common theme because just like the AL, a lot of the NL teams, the guys that are buyers, it's like, oh, hey, go buy a pitcher. Yep. But who's selling, decent starters? I haven't seen too many floated out there recently.
No.
We'll see.
I haven't even seen anything of quality floated out there hitter-wise either.
Not really. Reds did a bunch of damage, but not a whole lot else. Yeah.
What I will say is I've only seen one true honest trade block post, and it came from your dad. Sam Haggerty is a guy.
Well, Sam Haggerty, he's a guy.
He's a guy. Yeah. That's it. Everyone else is like, oh, look at this pile of shit I'm trying to sell you. Like that's what it seems like.
He's a guy. He's averaging half a point per game,
and he plays positions.
And he does play baseball. Yeah,
he's on an MLB. Like it was. Yep. This is who
his first trade block post of the year and his first Discord post in months.
Easily.
And it was to try to get anything of value for Sam Haggerty.
Yes.
So good luck. Yeah.
Yes. All right. Let us dive right into it. I went through and I had my list based off of standings. The first team we'll go through is who's in first in the NL. And I think it's going to be pretty obvious what this team should do, but maybe I'm in the wrong. I literally have my answer right here, and it's the Diamondbacks. And they can only do one thing in my mind, and that's hold. They can't buy because they're at 356. They have no draft picks left, really, of value that you're going to get anything worth anything. And all he can do is hold.
To be fair, he has I believe made it publicly known that Acuna could be had. So I would, definitely hold and maybe, hold/sell if he can get something he likes for Acuna. I know that's at least somebody he's listed, but yeah, you're right. He's at $356, so there's not a whole lot of buying that can be going on unless he's sending salary also. And if he's sending salary away, then if he's sending enough salary away to take on salary, then he's selling somebody of
value,
some note. So it would be a buy and a sell, in the same transaction or whatever. But yeah, D-back's not too tough. It's holds, and why not? He's scoring a ton of points. He's got the best record in the NL. Why do anything but hold? He's done his buying already.
Yep. Yep. And we've discussed that before. He may be bought earlier and bought at the right time.
Yeah, it's working out for him so far.
Yeah.
Still got guys, to come back too. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Looking good. Hold strong.
Next team that I had in order, at least for my rankings, was the Colorado Rockies. For this team, I had buy an ace starting pitcher. Now, most of the time we say like buy any starting pitchers.
Sure.
He has the cap space, if I can recall, at 293. He has the picks. I'm not a prospect expert, so I don't know any of these guys that'll, I just look them up as they come to me in trades. But I don't know. Have you looked at his team? Does he have much for spec wise?
He could, if he wanted to buy these. Yeah, he's got some names. He's got some top 100 guys for sure, and he's got some currently how do you say, big time, maybe not pop up guys, but just big recent risers like Devin Fitzgerald. So yeah, he's got guys he could dangle if he wanted to. Geez, mate, a team we're going to talk about later might make a good match for the Rockies if that team decided to sell and we're interested in some of these prospects. But yeah, I have the Rocks as a hold. I think they're doing pretty well. The bench looks pretty good. Sure, you could always use more pitching, but I think if he keeps getting 20 points per game out of Spencer Arrighetti, I think he's going to be okay.
22. I mean, I've never been a Christopher Sanchez guy. It just seems like he popped up out of nowhere, and now he's one of the best pitchers in baseball, which that happens. But the reason I say buy with the Ace SP is like he has so much top end starting pitcher. If he had, could you imagine this team with one more 18 to 22 point per game starting pitcher? They'd probably be, they'd challenge the D-backs for the best team in the NL.
He would make a good partner for the Cardinals. Jumping ahead a little bit, I have the Cardinals as a sell, and the Cardinals are sitting on Freddie Peralta and Joe Ryan. So these two may make a match. You never know. I would prefer if the Cardinals were to sell to keep those guys out of the NL, but yes. Could see a couple of dance partners coming together there.
I get what you're saying with the hold. It's just like I looked at it and I'm like, this guy really could be one ace away from being a team you really, really don't want to like.
I don't want to face him already. It's
no.
Yeah, pretty good relief pitching.
Yeah.
And just imagine if like Trevor Rogers was anything close to what he was last year. He's been miserable. He's under 10 points per game. So like if he could regain some of the form he was showing last year and get into that 12 or 13 range, not have a ERA over 6 or whatever it is right now, you could almost consider that as like a midseason trade if he could just become the guy that he was.
Yeah.
And I think went for $18, so it's
19.
He's definitely not getting what he paid for out of him. Excuse me. And maybe even Brandon Sproat, I think most of us think that he was going to be better than 8.5 points per game. So if these guys can just kind of turn it around and be what they've shown with the Spencer Arrighetti kind of out of nowhere dominant performances, you got to expect some regression for him. He's not a 20 point per game guy. I don't think. Maybe he is, but
I think you're going to get positive regression out of Skeens, though. I think he's better than 17-9.
He's probably better than 18. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
So
I mean, there's a lot of teams that you could say, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I think you should buy an ace or whatever. But if we're being realistic, how many aces are there going to be dangling out there to go buy? That's kind of why I leaned hold. It's like, sure, this team would be extra dominant if he could go out and get a 18 point per game guy. But I think he's okay. Even if he doesn't do that, I think he's okay.
By any means, I'm not saying he's not okay. Like he's in
Sure.
really, really good shape. It's just like, wow, look out if he got one more. And he has the cap space, he has the capital, you know, he can get it done. They just, if he wants to.
I think he could. I don't know. If the Cardinals dangle those guys out there, I think the offers are really going to come in. And
yeah, dude. If
the Rockies have some decent names, but they're a little light on like the top end spec talent. So it kind of all depends on
what the team,
when the Cards might decide to sell, and when he sees the trades. Like my dad is a little skittish. He's not online. Yeah, he's not habitually online all the time like most of us and stuff. So he might see a deal and like it and
accept.
Yeah, hit accept, and a lot of other guys don't get their chances to go get a potential ace.
Yeah. Next team I have up is the Marlins. I don't even know if we really have to look at their team, but I mean we can. And it's nothing about Chris. It's just I have, and I think we're probably both. I have hold. I'm assuming you have the same thing.
I have hold or sell, and it's kind of like sell on the. I mean, I guess it really would be more buying, because I don't think he should sell these guys for like prospects. But I think if you look at the injured pitchers and like injured guys that he has coming back, he's going to have like a wealth of starting pitching. So I kind of think he should, again, kind of like sell and buy or whatever. I think he should sell for help now. So I don't call it a buy, I guess. I mean, I don't know, because you could also just, if he wanted to go the high-end prospect route or whatever, he could probably afford to do that too and be okay. But he's got a lot of pitching coming back, and this is a team that has stuck it out pretty well through quite a bit of injuries. So I think the Marlins are like a serious contender and really should probably hold. But man, if I were him, let Jared Jones come back and have like one nice game, and then just dump him. Dump him. It's good. Dump him off on somebody. He throws too hard. He's got injury history. Let him come back and look great, and let somebody else have the headache and sell high on him. Go try for it this year.
I mean, I think it's part. I get what you're saying, like sell, hold. Like he's right at 333. So I mean, $27 isn't really. You can't really buy much with 20. Like if you're going to make it's hard to get someone who's going to make an impact for $27, because most people who are at that price are probably keepable. You're going to need 40, 50 plus sometimes to make these trades just to have enough.
He could if he's selling an $11 young starting pitcher on his comeback from an injury. And, so it wants to give him to somebody, or somebody wants him that's going to sign him to a contract. And in return, Chris gets, I don't know, whatever. Let's use the Cardinals as an example. Yeah. And I don't think, if I'm Chris, I don't think I'm selling Jared Jones just for Freddie Peralta or just for Joe Ryan. But say they were able to come together. Well, I wouldn't say available. This is just me speculating.
I mean, we have a live chat from Chris saying he's available.
Oh, okay. Well then. Yeah, come one, come all. If you're interested in Jared Jones, the Marlins are trying to win this year, I think so. Yeah, if I'm running that team, I think that's a move I would try to make. I would wait for him to come back and look dominant, and then I would try to sell high for win now piece or pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get some cap space.
Maybe a high end reliever or something. Yeah. I don't know who the Cade Smith owner is or who, but maybe a high end reliever plus something. I'm just talking out my ass, but I think. Because the team looks pretty good otherwise. The team looks really good otherwise. There's not a whole lot else I would do to it. Just kind of wait for your guys to come back and then go on a run. He's already doing fine.
Maybe a slight upgrade at second base. Slight. but that's about it I can see.
His lineup is, I mean, the bench is, if somebody goes down in that lineup, he's in a bit of trouble. And there is some injury risk sitting there with like Buxton. And I know Hayes is just coming back. But yeah, if somebody goes down, he's going to need a bat. Thankfully, he's got plenty of arms to deal for. Yeah, he just lost Mickey. What did he do? Right ankle tendonitis. So it shouldn't be terrible. But, we're doing these as they look now. So, but he's got the arms coming back. Deal one. Get Blake Snell out of there. He might not even pitch the rest of the year, so that might be a bad example. But people are going to want Jared Jones. Beebs is coming back. Pivetta, Waldrep is going to come back this year.
Got shut down.
Oh, flexor
strain. Weeks and months.
Okay.
When they say weeks, maybe months, that means months, not maybe. It's when they say weeks and then maybe
it does say mid-July maybe through the All-Star break. So but still, I mean, even then, that's well before the trade deadline for us. So
yes.
He's the point is he's got some options, and I do think he should consider selling some pieces in order to improve now, not necessarily sell. This as a side tangent, this was the whole thing in ABL about, well, what constitutes a dump? What's a dump trade? And Duke is like, well, if it doesn't make the team better right now, it's a dump, which is horseshit.
Yes.
Because every trade you make doesn't have to make you better that day. That doesn't mean a dump means you're giving up on the season. If I am dumping or punting or whatever term you want to use, that means I'm giving up on the season. That's why it's stupid to individually grade trades without the context of what's going on around them. If you think you're just going to be the arbiter of these trades and say, well, I'm just going to say if it's not making that team better, which it's pretty rare that two teams make a trade that instantly makes them both better, for one. And then again, that's just your own opinion. You that was always so stupid. As a guy that was on the EC of that league, I was vehemently against the stupid dump rule, and it was that reason that you just because I'd say sell for credit doesn't mean sell everything. Some of these teams, it is sell everything because you've only won 3 games. Keep selling pieces, but anyway, stupid side tangent, but Marlins hold sell. They're looking good. They're looking.
But that's a good thing, even though it's not. I mean, it started with something that wasn't in our league, but it's a good thing that people need to look at with some of these trades. Like, it's so hard to do a win-win trade where it's both win now. It can be a win-win trade where the person wins in the future and the other person wins in the present. It definitely can be that.
That's baseball. That's what.
That's how it happens.
And these are 30-team contract leagues that go 30 prospects deep on each team. Prospect speculation is a huge part of what we do in these things. And some of these guys are 17, 18 years old. It's going to take years before you ultimately see what they turn into. So yeah, of course, there's going to be win later trades. There's going to be win much later trades. That's just part of it.
Speaking of that, I told Chris this, and I haven't even said this in the Discord, but this was about a week or 2 ago. I found out a guy who I deal with played college baseball and travel ball in Des Moines. He played with this guy, Joey Okie.
Well, Joey Okie.
So I am dealing to this kid, and like I'm supervising, and he's dealing. I was like, "Hey, I heard you play baseball." He's like, "Yeah, like." What's your he's asking me, I'm like, well, I'm in a 30-team baseball league that we have like 30 prospects and stuff like that. He's like, how deep do you guys go? I'm like, we go pretty deep prospect. I said, have you heard of Joey Okie? I'm like, oh yeah, he's like owned and stuff like that. And then he had another guy too. He's like, no way this guy's owned. He's just like in single A. I'm like, dude, if he's in single A, he's owned.
He's
sure
probably owned.
Sure enough, he was owned too. He's like, holy cow.
If he has a pulse, he's...
Yeah, if he has a pulse and he's like above rookie, like he's out. So, anyways, moving on. I have the Padres next. The Padres I have as a hold, unless depending on how they feel about Glasnow.
That's exactly. I have hold / sell glass now.
Yes,
exactly what I have for the pods.
Like Glasnow is the piece. It depends on what you think of him. Like if you think he's coming back and going to perform,
I think he's coming back. I think the pods will be okay without him, and I think they should let him be somebody else's headache. And
yes, and there's enough
for
teams.
a usable piece, and get rid of that headache. Let somebody else deal with it.
Yeah, there's enough teams that are so starting pitching desperate.
I mean, he still has huge upside. I mean, he has huge upside. He's potentially extendable at $19. I mean, if he comes back healthy and or 20, 20, so it'll be 22 next year. Like, I mean, if he comes back and looks great, it'd be hard not to give him at least 1 year at $22 for whoever potentially would trade for him. I think deal him for a win now piece. So it's kind of like, again, you're not dumping, you're not like selling off, but sell this one piece and get something to help you come playoff time.
Yeah, needs a utility bat.
Yeah, the bats are a little thin. You're running like Kyle Isbell out there. Lawrence Butler's been trash. You're running Braden Shoemake out there, every day, every other day. The lineup's a little thin. Bailey at catcher. It's got some, not necessarily holes, but it's got some weak spots. So, man, deal Glasnow. Go get yourself a bat or two and make a run. Make a run in year one.
Yep.
Who is that? Is the Pods? Is that Steve?
That's Steven. Yep, that's the music.
Steven Padres. Yeah, make a run, man.
I mean, that was a pretty straightforward, and it was funny because we both said, "What do you do with Glasnow?" And that's
exactly what I've written down. Hold, sell Glasnow.
Yeah, and mine was hold Glasnow. All I had to say was Glasnow, and that's all I needed for my notes.
It's like, oh, you bastard! We're not often that we literally say the exact same thing about a team, but nailed that one.
That was the Pods. The Brewers were next. I have, as always, needs a starting pitcher.
Buy a pitcher. Yeah, I have buy a pitcher. It's nice that you just got Dylan Cruz back, so maybe that can be. I don't know if he's going to be a boost to the lineup actually, but it would be nice if he was. But yeah, kind of buy, and if you're going to buy, probably try to buy a starting pitcher. Is this the team that lost Dolander?
Yes.
Recently, yeah, and it kind of doesn't sound like he's due back anytime soon. And he had been great in like the bulk relief role. So it's
shut down
kind
for
of a
2 to 3
big
weeks.
blow.
So he's not even
kind of a big blow. Not in like getting to the 7 starts, but as a bulk reliever, he had been
11 points a game,
nearly 12 points per game. So I would say if you're gonna buy a pitcher. And other than that,
if I don't know much about Chris, but if he's a gambling man, there's this guy named Glasnow.
Well, see, and the thing with that is the Padres and Brewers are right next to each other in the standings. So that could come down to like, how much do I want to help the guy that's chasing me to the playoffs, or into the playoffs?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or do I want to? Do I think I'm selling him a ticking time bomb? That is one bullpen session away from being out the rest of the year. So
and I just gained $20 in salary cap space. So there's
exactly.
Because I mean he's got 270 available. So, but he's up against it. It looks like he can make some moves because he has a roster alert with Leisure getting called up today.
Yeah, that was just today.
Yeah. I don't have much else to say there about him. I mean,
well, that's fine because it goes into me next, and I want to say I'm a little bit frustrated with the Pods and the Brewers because I have more points than both of them, and they both have a better record than I do. So, and especially I have considerably more points than the Padres, and yet the Padres have allowed more points than me. So I don't know what the hell is going on there.
Well, look at this. This is just share this tab. There we go. This is this week. The Brewers are
He's-
third, and the Padres are 11th in score.
Padres have been beaten up on the AL. They're 6-4 in division, which is good, but he's 19-6 or whatever overall. So he's really beating up on the AL, it seems.
And this goes to your point. You know, he's 19-9. He's how many games above you? 3. And you've outscored him by 500 points.
Yeah, that pisses me right off.
Well, I mean, look at me. I'm only 72 points behind you.
Yeah, you're in that same boat.
He's same thing. He's 5 games above me.
So yeah, I just.
But yet we both have the same points.
Very tongue in cheek.
We both have the same points allowed.
Oh, that's weird. Oh man, yeah, that's weird. But
like
again, you know,
this is just
I'm not
crazy
really pissed off.
9192.831 versus 832. We're going to the 1,000th of a decimal place.
I did not even notice that. That's interesting. Yeah, that's weird.
But let's talk about the Nats. I just said give you the floor.
I'd call myself a buyer. What did you say I should do? What do you say I should do?
Literally I said give yourself the floor.
Okay. So I would love to buy a pitcher potentially. I've got Ragans hopefully coming back soon. I don't know what the deal with Bubic is, but I know this week I think I'm only hitting 4 starts and I might only be due for like 3 next week. So the lack of starting pitching with Bubic and Ragans going down, I'm going to start feeling it soon. If Ragans doesn't come back and is healthy. So I have dangled my top prospect is Caleb Bonham. I've kind of dangled him to a couple teams and not really gotten any bites. So that worries me a bit that either I'm too high on Bonham or that pitching really is that hard to come by. I mean, I get it. On the one, I'm the kind of guy typically that if I'm trading for a prospect, I like him to have pretty close proximity. I like my proximity guys. I'm not huge on the teenagers and stuff. Bonner's 20, but he's not coming up this year. I wouldn't think he's at AA. So maybe teams are kind of more interested in these closer proximity specs. But yeah, I get rebuffed a lot with, well, I like Benj, I like DeLauder. It's like, yeah, I like them too. They're everyday parts of my lineup.
Yes,
I'm trying to.
That doesn't. let me. Can I address that though? Because I mean, I get that a lot too. Like, okay, I like these guys. Well, I'm trying to buy for this year. Why would I want to sell someone who I am playing every day to just create, I'm creating another problem and solving one. Like I'm solving my.
And I get it. I get it. Ask for the guys that you like. If.
But it just doesn't make this is a.
But yeah, sorry, it's like contextually, it just.
It's a soapbox issue for me because it's like really, some of these people that you have trade talks with don't even look at your team. It's like, okay, what would make sense for this guy to trade? Like, no, he's not going to trade Benj and DeLauder because they play every day for him. Like, he needs them to play. Like, what is it that's expendable for him? Now,
pretty much specs.
Well, I mean, I looked at this and I don't know what you're like expendable to me. I mean, you could really say Bellinger's expendable. I don't know. That's just me outside looking in. I'm looking at it like if I want an impact bat, looking at what you have, I could go after Bellinger.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you're really,
but he's good. He's good. 8.76 points per game. I need him.
He's good. But I mean, to me,
my issue is my bats. Really, like I do kind of need a big bopper bat as well. Like my team is kind of what I thought it would be. It's kind of middle of the road in both things, and that has combined for an above 500 record. And if I'm able to, get healthy or add a piece or two, I feel like I could make a run. But it's doing kind of what I thought it would do. The bats are maybe a little worse than I thought they would be. I really need Stowers to kind of be the guy he was. Kind of would like Mookie to
Well,
pick it up a bit. But
McNeil's usually better than 2.1.
he might be
He's
a bit
usually
washed.
close. He's usually a little closer to 3.
Might be a bit washed. It's been a while since he's been that good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would take 2.5 even. I take 2.5 over 2.1. But
yeah,
it's not like he was a guy I was counting on a lot.
No.
But yeah, I'm a hold or a buy. I think I'm more a buy than anything, though. I would love to get another pitcher. Bubic and Ragans went down pretty much right after I traded Jacob Lopez away. I traded him for Mookie, so it's like would I go back and redo that deal? I don't think I would. I like Mookie. I believe in Mookie, and I don't think my team would look a lot different with Jacob Lopez right now. So I would still do that deal again. But having 2 SPs go down when you don't have a extreme amount of SP depth to begin with, that's rough, and I'm trying to get through it. But yeah, I'll buy if I have the chance.
Yeah. Sorry, I could have gone on and on about that. Like, can you give me Benj?
I mean, by all means, go for it. This is your show.
Yeah, it's just like, to me, but okay, I guess here's the question I have for you. Who would you sell easier, Benj or DeLauder or Cody Bellinger?
Bellinger. I mean, I guess it kind of depends. Like
if you could get a pitcher that averages between 16 and 22 a game,
I'd probably sell any of them for that.
Any of them?
I'd probably sell any of them for that.
I don't even know. I didn't even know.
In order of preference, like who I would descending order of who I would rather sell, I would probably say DeLauder, then Bellinger, then Benj, maybe.
So Benj is but you're saying Benj is the one you want to keep the most.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure I understood what you were saying, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and again, I'm high. I'm on the spot. I don't know if that's necessarily the right order, but
no, I just wanted to clarify what your statement was. Like, which one were you trying to say you're selling?
If my dad says, "Hey, I watched the pod," and he gives me a call, "Hey, I was watching the pod," and blah blah blah. What do you think of Freddie Peralta for Chase DeLauder? I'd have to think about it, or Joe Ryan for that matter. I would not snap accept that because I don't love either one of those guys. But those are guys
snap decline.
No, I wouldn't snap decline. I'd have to seriously think about it. If I was going to deal a DeLauder or a Benj, I would want to get better. I guess I would want to get better, or I don't know. I've had some nibbles. Like I said, I've had some nibbles on the. I like Benj. I like DeLauder. I don't really like Bonham or whatever, and I'm just not ready to explore that yet. So, yeah. Okay. It's not really been in my mind. The Bellinger thing, though, that's interesting. You're kind of right, but
I mean, that's me looking at your team as a different set of eyes. I'm like,
he's a big part of my lineup, though. He plays 4 spots, and he's 3.76 per game. He's a big part of that lineup. But if that's kind of thing, I don't want to take up too much time on my own team.
No.
But if say Reagans is doing a rehab start and something happens again and he's down indefinitely, so I'm not getting Reagans back. I don't know when I'm getting Bubic back. I don't know what I would do. I don't know if I would go into sell mode, if I would try to get ahead of the rest of the sellers and get the best deals possible, set myself up for next year, because while I think my team is pretty good, it's not good enough to withstand only having like 3 solid starters.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I would do. I don't know if I would then, try to, okay, I'm going to have to swallow it and sell Benj or DeLauder or whatever and continue trying to compete this year, but at like 75% of what I want to be, because once you get into the playoffs, it's a crapshoot. Anybody can win. But yeah, I don't know what I would do. I've had that conversation a little bit internally, and I haven't landed on anything yet because
it's not a problem you have to worry about. So
not at the moment. It's not. Reagans is starting the rehab soon. That's going to be a big. I think maybe he even throws tomorrow. But yeah, I'll be holding my breath for that one.
What does it say? I'll just click that real quick. Reagan's been sidelined. Oh, it begins a rehab assignment. Not even throwing.
No, on Saturday. That was today.
Yeah.
So maybe he threw today.
He did. He's beginning a rehab assignment. Maybe he's not started today, but
maybe it's like tonight or something. But yeah, that's scary. It's exciting, but it's scary too. It's like, man, these pitchers are so damn fragile. It's like I really want him back, and I want him to be what he was, what he can be, and I don't want to be sunk already in this league. So,
next team we got to the Mets.
Yeah, go to the Mets.
I have hold, and here's the reason why. He has the same exact problem that the Diamondbacks have. He has no room to buy.
Yeah,
he's got $10
for $10. Yeah, unless he's sending some salary out, and then if you're doing that, it's going to affect your team probably negatively.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I doubt you're going to get too many guys wanting to take that gamble on Schwellenbach. I had considered that as well at $24, but that's some serious dice to roll if somebody's going to try to go after that and give the Mets any real value for this year in return.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to envision.
Yeah. Nope, I agree. That was pretty much.
Yeah, I had him as a hold also. Yeah, just a straight hold.
Yeah, and I just said, and it's cap. It's not that he should buy because of where he is. He just can't. Like, unless he gets very creative. And with the market being the way it is, it's going to be so hard next to impossible to get creative because there's not much out there. And you're going to have to give up so much to be creative that isn't worth getting back what you're getting back. Like, are you going to rob Peter to pay Paul? And then you just have, the Peter problem. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you solved one problem, but then you created another. Sorry, I didn't have much else to say about the Mets. I mean,
no, I had hold as well.
It was straightforward. That's it. The Cubs are who we have next.
Kind of in the same spot that I am, at least points wise.
Yeah,
about that.
Yeah. I'm the same problem. How many injuries did I have to my rotation?
You've got a million pitchers,
but none of them. Yeah,
I've got it feels like you should buy a pitcher.
yes, 100%. I have a million pitchers, but the problem is you got like Irvin. He's like day to day. Like you have Mackenzie Gore. He played catch and he should be good for his start tomorrow.
That'll be huge. Yeah.
Look what I gave up for Luis Castillo, for crying out loud. That's how bad the starting pitching market is. And he started one. He bulk relieved one game, and I thought he might.
Which can have its value. Like we just talked about with Dolander, like these guys, that are good pitchers, but are doing that.
Well, look at like Miles Mikolas. Yesterday, he bulk relieved. Yeah. He didn't start. He's been doing this piggyback. He got 14.5 points as a piggyback guy.
Yeah, as relievers being able to get that QA7 is huge.
Yeah.
Huge for these bulk guys, especially.
I got a big signing today. Old Taijuan Walker found a landing spot with the Angels.
Angels, hey, all right.
That's a good landing spot because, they just had the bad news on Cooch.
He could definitely find himself in the bigs before long.
He could find him. He's a proven pitcher, and it said, in the blurb, and they just, it's always positive, but they said he could, one or two good rehab, and he's back up with he's already stretched out. He was a starter before, so. Yeah, I have my my needs are a starting pitcher, a solid reliever, and a bench hitter. My biggest
buy an ace for yourself. Buy an ace.
I didn't have an ace because I don't think an ace it's not ace. It's like I just need bodies. Like, I don't
There's a lot of bodies there. They just don't
Yeah.
amount to much. Yeah.
Yeah. Like German Marquez is
It's like a Frankenstein of a pitching staff. It's and now isn't your bench like pretty thin now? You like is only down to like 2 guys. Are you like Chris?
Yeah,
you've got a 2-man bench.
But what happened was Josh Smith was coming back, okay, and he was back, and then the guy got like viral meningitis.
Whoa!
But he's like, the update I saw is he's going to be ready to go right as soon as he's on. It's like IV fluids or whatever, and then he's ready to go. That's all it is. So he should be ready to go in the early mid part of June. And that guy plays first, second, third, short, left, and right, and he's every day in the Rangers lineup. Granted, it's only 1.6 points. What?
Meningitis.
Yeah. I don't know. He was recovering from low body wrist, and then he got viral meningitis somehow.
There was brief speculation that that's what killed Kyle Busch, but that has since been proven false. But yeah, people were saying, meningitis hits that quick and that harsh. That's what freaked me out about seeing that. Plus, it's a Ween song. Well, spinal meningitis, not viral.
But yeah,
where are my Ween lovers at? Sorry, Tony.
Oh, you're fine. I could get another bat. I just like all the guys that I have are kind of versatile enough they can go other places outside of Dansby. So I could, and I've tried to get other bats, but I don't think I want to buy someone like a Josh Smith. That's really what I want to buy. Is a second version of Josh Smith, someone who plays 3+ positions, who plays every day, but he only scores 1.5 to 2 points. So I'm not asking for much. You know what I mean? Like just a guy to get in there on the Thursdays and Mondays and light days.
Sounds like you want Jeff McNeil.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look how much I spent on Josh Smith in the auction, $10. It's because the dude plays like 8 million positions. He plays every position but catcher and center.
That's too bad he's not very good at any of them.
Oh, he's good defensive wise, but yeah.
Well, yeah. I guess he's not very good when he is playing them.
But I mean, the last 2 years.
Yeah, I mean those guys have their value for sure.
He was a 2.5 point per game player the last 2 years. When he gets 150 plate appearances, which is twice his career.
Yeah, obviously you're not hoping for 1.5.
No.
Yeah, I was.
But no, I get it. Yeah, I was just trying to say I'm not, when I say I'm looking for a bench bat as my third thing I'm looking for, I'm not looking for a bat that the guy's close to 3 points a game and he's a big bopper. Right. I'm just looking
a starter for most other teams, but a bench guy for me. Yeah.
I'm looking for or Jeff or even Sam Haggerty, but I would prefer that they play. Instead of just
maybe eclipse the 1 point per game threshold.
I'm looking for a guy who's slotted in the 7th, 8th, 9th spot every day in the lineup, but maybe gets a point or two a day. So he gets every day at bats, but he's not scoring a bunch, if that makes any sense. Which those are probably not out there. But anyway,
hard to quantify. Yeah.
Yeah. Enough about that. The next team I have is the Dodgers. The Dodgers.
Sell Aaron Judge. That's sell Judge.
Okay. I said sell. And let me explain, because I think we pretty much said the same thing, but I said it in different words. I said sell, needs are too many, multiple SPs away, giant hole at third base, but has good rentals, aka Mr. Judge. And that's someone
I think he could either sell Judge for if he decided he was not going to go for it this year. He's got a few nice pieces to sell.
Yes.
If he decided he did want to continue to make a playoff run this year, sell Judge for multiple big league pieces and fill a couple holes with one bat and make your run.
Yeah. Nope.
That is what I think. Yeah.
You can sell Vlad, you can sell Merrill, you can sell Joe. These are guys I don't think are extendable, but that's just me. If I see anything above 30, I really should I extend that guy or not? Even Brian Wu at 30.
He just got Garrett Cole back.
He did.
But the pitching is still not great. He's got Wu, he's got Early, he's got Cole now. I don't know how much you want to keep leaning on Martin Perez, but it's like this team is kind of right there. He scored 9,400 points. It's not a bad team, but it is obviously a gear or two below the top teams. And what could fix that is selling a guy like Aaron Judge, maybe to one of those AL teams that needs to buy a big bat. And
could you imagine this? Just if the Dodgers wanted to do this, could you imagine the bidding war for Brian Wu?
Oof. I imagine it would be pretty intense. That's the ace-like starter that could, depending on what, and maybe he wants to give Cole, or is it they? Is there two guys running that team?
Yeah, it's two. It's
yeah. Maybe they want to extend Cole, or maybe
they want to extend Wu too. Even I mean, he's 26. He's $34.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's difficult to say. I don't know what way these guys are going to go, but that's what I would do if I was running this team and I just wanted to go for it. I'm selling Judge.
And I'm selling Wu. I would sell Judge and Wu. Could you imagine the return you could get for Judge and Wu?
It's like in a vacuum, you think like, okay, it's got those guys are going to command a huge return, but in the context of the league, it has to be the right time and the right buyer too, or the right buyers, because if you're buying rentals or maybe rentals like Wu $34 and Judge at 56, an obvious rental. If it's teams buying rentals, they're obviously going for it this year. So what are they going to have to give up really that aren't prospects? So that's kind of the move that they would make, I guess, if they decided they were kind of throwing in the towel on the season. The Wu and Judge thing. But it's like, yeah, is a team that needs to be buying $34 Brian Wu, are they going to have multiple big league pieces that they can afford to give back in return? I mean, maybe I haven't done deep dives on every team, but it might be tough. It might be tough to find the value that you think you want if you're going for win now big league pieces. Like the Marlins. You think the Marlins would sell $11 Jared Jones for $34 Brian Wu?
Well, Chris is in the chat. Hopefully he gets to see yes or no. But okay, here's one I just thought. Here's one like I have noticed one of the biggest holes most teams have is third base.
Yeah, third base sucks this year. It's really bad.
If you're selling and people believe this guy's coming back.
He is coming back.
Like, and you believe in him. Nice to float out there.
How much is it? What's this? $18? $18. I'd be so Chris says he would not do that. Brian Wu, not good enough. 18.5 points per game. Not good enough for Jared Jones.
There you go.
Well, there you go.
But I don't know what they think of Barger long term or whatever. I was just saying that's something
I'm not giving him $20 next year, so I'd sell him no matter what. But if he comes back, starts hitting the shit out of the ball, it could be a nice boost to that lineup at the same time. It's almost like making a trade,
Well, and then the other layer to the onion with these Dodgers is you're at 307. You're not up against.
He's got room. He's got some room.
He's got room, but all it takes is
only 11 minor leaguers. That's a little weird.
No, 11 was. Oh yeah, minors too. 11. Wow. Yeah. So I mean, there you go. You want to boost your minors? There you go.
It's an interesting team because they're right there. Mm-hmm. What record wise are they? They're in the last playoff spot, or are they one?
No. They're 14.
Oh, they're a few out.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And really, like, points wise, they're kind of behind the 9,800 pack.
Well, I mean, but record-wise, there's 3 teams there at 14 and 14, and they would all be tied for that 7th playoff spot right now. So,
well,
like,
except the fact
you
that,
guys are
like,
all in a
one
dogfight.
of them, like, they're both at 94.5 and I'm at 98. So I've got a 300 plus.
Well, sure. Yeah. I mean, I think that'll probably sort itself out as the season goes on. But like right now, we're kind of, I'm only 2 games ahead of that chunk. So we're kind of all fighting it out for, like the last 2 spots. If the season ended after next week or something, they're all still very well in it.
Let's see if they got an update. I have nothing.
Even the Reds, I hate that we're 50 minutes in already and we haven't even got to the Reds yet. But
okay.
after the Reds, it should go pretty quick, I think, honestly.
I've got actually kind of more notes on the lower teams than the upper teams.
Hey,
but the Reds, let's go to the Reds. And I would like to I would like to open here. Okay.
Sure.
Reds, buy, sell, hold. It has already been all 3 of these at least once during this pod.
He has done a little bit of everything. Yeah, he's except for holding, really. He hasn't really done
That's true.
Holding, but
that is true. Well, I mean, he technically has he has held during this pod because he hasn't made a trade.
He hasn't done anything.
So holding has happened.
I just wanted to. I don't even have what I think they. I mean, clearly, I think he's said that he's focused more towards next year.
Yeah,
and he's one of these guys that kind of wants the proximity specs over the younger guys. But just since I believe it was since the 15th, so this was a week ago, the Reds have, and bear with me here, the Reds have traded away J-Ram, Ketel Marte, Altuve, Sandy Alcantara, JJ Bleday, Hunter Green. He's traded for and then traded away Fernando Tatis, Michael Garcia, Luis Castillo, Garrett Crochet, and Ellie De La Cruz. All of those guys have been traded away by the Reds just in the last 8 days. And he has traded away. Yeah, he has. At Tatis, he got in a deal and then turned around and traded him. But he's received in these deals. Now, this is not everybody, but these are the main pieces. Seth Hernandez, Florentino, the other super highly ranked Pirate spec, Connor Norby, Sal Stewart, who looks amazing but is $20 already in this league, Noah Schultz, Felton Celestine, Ricky Tiedemann, Termarr Johnson, Seb Walcott, and Walker Jenkins. So you see I see the similarities between most of the guys. The prospects, heavy on the prospects. There's a couple big leaguers in there, but it's an interesting to see the Reds kind of blowing it up already. I don't know what I think about what I would have done if I was in his spot. I would have. One thing I would have done was wait for Crochet to come back and look good.
Well, see, and here's the other thing too: is it's not like he was up. He has $134. He has $200.
Well, now he does, yeah.
But I mean, but what I'm getting at is we went through that laundry list of players he had that he sold. I don't think they added up to 226.
Oh man, J-Ram, Kettle, Crochet, Ellie, Tatis, these are all expensive guys. I mean,
but it might be close, yeah.
Crochet and Ellie were both 40 plus, so there's like $82 between the two of them. J-Ram was 40 plus, so there's $120.
Tatis was probably around 20 to 30.
Tatis, I think, is over 30. And I almost said 40, but I know he's over 30. Kettle was 19 or something like that. Pretty. We still got like
60-ish bucks left.
Yeah, I just I'm impressed. I mean, some of the names he got back are really attractive.
Yes.
but some of them aren't. I don't love $20 Sal Stewart. I know he's looked pretty good so
You know,
far.
that's the one I looked at too. When you said that, like Sal Stewart would be a perfect sell because everyone's looking for third baseman.
Yeah, but then again, I mean, he's got him. He's got him
It's
there
20
for next
bucks.
year, and he's looking at having a lot of money in
Yeah.
next year's auction. So
But I
I
mean, if you
see
love your
what he's
specs,
doing.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
tough.
know. It's
I'm a guy that I have Green and TFE. I'm waiting for Hunter Green to come back and look good, and then I'm selling him. I would have done the same in this league, and I would have done the same for Crochet and the Ellie. I mean, I don't know. Let's look at that deal. I remember not loving particularly that deal where he dealt both Ellie and Crochet. Or no, they were separate deals. Yeah, but I didn't. Oh yeah, it was the Ellie for Jordan, and now of course Jordan might be hurt already.
now see, like I looked at this team. This is an example of how I look at trades. Okay, I look at this team, and you read that laundry list of his return. All guys under 27. Yeah, I mean Spencer Steer's 28, but everyone else is like younger or specs, correct? Like if
Yeah.
you're looking at what he's going for. So I hypothetically, nah, never mind. Sorry, I don't
Well,
want
I
to
screwed
disclose.
that up anyway. That was the wrong deal. He did deal Ellie and Crochet in the same deal. That was the deal he got Walker Jenkins and Walcott. So yeah, that's the deal that I didn't really love. I like Jenkins. I like him a lot. He does have a ton of injury history, and Walcott's currently out for the season and losing a year of development. So I feel like the return for those caliber of players, those are two huge. Those are both top 10 prospects. Like if you're going purely on like the prospect capital, they're both top 10 guys. It's hard to get, I guess, more valuable than that prospect wise. But I guess I kind of, for both of those, for Crochet and Ellie together, I'm probably trying to get like, multiple top 50 guys, three or four or five, if any team has that to give up, or maybe a keepable big leaguer. Like we're talking a 4 point per game shortstop, and when healthy, a top 3 starting pitcher. So obviously they're rentals. That has to be factored into to the team giving them up. And again, maybe 2 top 10 guys is the same as like 1 top 10 guy and then 3 other top 50 guys, that aren't in the top 10. Maybe that's kind of a wash. I just I don't know. It felt a little light to me. It feels a little light.
Yeah. I don't have much else to say about the Reds.
No, I don't even have. Yeah, obviously he's selling. I think he's still dangling Adley out there, and he's also said publicly that he's okay with signing him. So I think for the most part, he may be done, but also he doesn't strike me as a guy to sit out the rest of the year and not make any more moves.
Yes.
So I doubt we've heard the last of Michael, but I think it's pretty clear that he's decided that he's not going for it this year.
The Cardinals sell too many holes and injuries.
We've touched on the Cardinals quite a bit already without actually getting to them. I have them as a sell as well. I just think he needs to see the writing on the wall and maybe try to get out ahead of the other sellers before the competing teams have their best assets to offer. I think he should be dealing Freddie and Joey Ryan, maybe Yelich as well. And, get yourself a good start on next year. Maybe try to eke, maybe still try to feel the competitive lineup, which I'm sure he will. He always does. But, maybe eke out a few more bucks of this year. But if this was the team I was looking at, I'd be stocking up for next year, go into the auction with a nice chunk of cash and a nice young core, beef up the minor system a little bit.
Here's a guy you could sell.
It sucks. Yeah. Had a great game today.
35 years old. So, I mean, do you really
want through 7 innings today? Quality start, Colin Ray.
And I mean, look at this. over the last 3 years, 124, 167, 159. So I mean, he's going to take
Yeah.
the ball most every day. Yeah, I mean,
He's a horse, man. He's
Yeah.
an old cow.
you know, he's
Yeah,
11 to
I
12.
hate to say it. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I hate to say it. You know, it's my dad's team. I know he doesn't like to throw in the towel. He really hates to do that. He didn't do it in ABL very often. He would kind of ride out the season just where he was and try to eke out those wins. But if I'm him,
this guy is the guy that the Cubs organization would be interested in as a pitcher, not an ace, not an earth-shattering.
Yeah.
The BBL Cubs. Well, I mean, the real life Cubs already own him.
Clearly, yeah.
So this is the type of pitcher that the BBL Cubs look for. Guy is going to take the ball. He's just going to get you just above double-digit points.
And even if that rotation gets healthy and maybe he loses his spot, he's still going to be a bulk reliever.
Yeah,
like he's going to have his value.
Yeah. But yeah,
it kind of sucks. You know, the year did not work out for the Cards. Took a lot of injuries. Really wiped out that lineup and the bench. Like I'd be selling Bednar too. Shit, I'd definitely be dealing him. But yeah, he lost 2 closers. He lost Estevez early. He lost Pagan. He had built a pretty decent little relief core, and 2 of those guys go down. So it's just been too much to overcome. And he's sitting at what, 10-18 or 10-19.
10-18.
10-18. Yeah, it's time to kind of decide the path you're going to take, and that.
And I mean, he just lost Matty Shaw.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I mean,
sucks,
he's got a hole in his lineup.
That's what it is. Let's look reality in the face and get some value for those guys.
Stop me if you've heard this before. He has a hole at third base.
Sam Haggerty doesn't play third base?
No. Where is Sam?
Yeah, Cronenworth, he's got the concussion thing. Cronenworth's going to end up like the next Justin Morneau. He was put on the 7-day concussion, and that was a long time ago, and he is still not back yet. Yeah, when was that?
May 5th.
So nearly 20 days ago, he was put on the 7-day concussion, and no reports of him being back anytime soon. He might be the next Morneau.
Yeah. Not much else I got there.
No, not really. Sell Freddie, sell Joey, sell Yelich, sell Bednar. Be ready for next year.
Next, I got the Phillies. Vince. I have sell anyone who is not long-term. He's in too big of a hole. So
that's pretty much the next 3 or 4 teams, right? Yeah, like
not so fast.
Oh,
that's not what I have. Right. So, yes,
okay.
There's a surprise. I said there's a surprise or 2 before, and there's going to be a surprise in one of these last teams. Anyone who he doesn't view long-term keeper-wise, like who he's not going to keep. Like, I mean, really, if he doesn't want to keep Alex Boom, I know like 2.31 isn't sexy, but it's a lot better than some of these other teams are getting at third base. And he's
better than that too, right?
Yeah, and he's better than that too. I mean, he could get a pretty good return if he wanted to, because $20 isn't out of this world. You know, most teams can afford that are looking for a third baseman.
Yeah. Yeah, he should be selling. Vince has got some you know, when Langford comes back, he'll be of interest to plenty of teams that are looking for a bat. Yeah, he's got some okay pieces. I'd sell Shane Baz, you know, Baz to these pitching needy teams.
Well, what's Abel? No, he's too young.
Which we have seen. There are plenty in the AL, everybody needs a pitcher.
Plenty. Yeah, Baz, I mean,
he hasn't been great. He's, 11 points per game, but he's kind of like I think more teams can afford the asking price for like an 11-point per game pitcher than they can for an 18 to 20 point per game pitcher.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, that's all I like. I guess it depends, like, which guys do you feel are in your long-term plans?
Maybe that's why Vince was asking what the contracts meant today. He's taking a look at that.
Yeah, no, for sure. So not much else, sorry, for the Braves. Or no, for the Phillies. The Braves are the next team. What did you say you had the Braves at?
Braves. I pretty much put all of these bottom teams as seller. Sell what you can and be ready for next year.
The Braves I have as a buy. Okay. Braves are in a very unique situation here. They have lots of cap space to take on larger contracts who they think can still be a keeper. Now look at the Braves here. They have pretty much a set lineup. Our highest salary so far is $13, and everyone else is 1 or 2. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, nothing, nothing. One double-digit player. He has $271 still available, a plethora of draft picks. I think he loaded up on specs, if I recall right, because he sold early. Everyone was like, they compared him and the Giants. And he's actually eked out some wins. He's at 7 wins. Okay. If he wanted to take on, say, Aaron Judge and say he wants to keep him for now, he could keep Aaron Judge. I'm just throwing something like that.
No, that'd be interesting. That'd be fun.
Like, if I don't know what his right field, but let's just say he wanted to take on a player like Aaron Judge, who's an obvious rental to most teams. He could sign Aaron Judge to a 1-year deal. And then if it doesn't work next year, he can still flip him. But like someone like that who you think you like for this year and next, you could take on a huge contract. It doesn't hurt you. You have plenty of space. I mean, you can keep this whole team.
Boy, that would be an interesting move to make. That would really be something.
Because if he, like, let's just hypothetically say this, he still thinks he's, because of how he built his team, he still doesn't even think next year is the year. He's still going to rise, but not be there. Okay. So then you buy Aaron Judge and you put him on a 1-year deal at 56. You can still eat it. I mean, you have enough space. What do you think Aaron Judge could go for next year in the rental market? In the right situation, that could be a huge risk that could pay off. I mean, it's not that big of a risk in my eyes because he can afford it.
Right.
The only risk would be if Aaron Judge tears his ACL and then, he eats the $56 for next year. If he wasn't planning on competing next year, that's no big deal. But, I told you there's going to be a surprise.
Yeah, that's fun to think about because, like, if he were to do something like that, the next year there's kind of I look at the trade market as like there's two really big. You have the post-auction preseason where teams are looking at what they missed out on in the auction and the new holes that they have going into the season, and then you have into the season and closer to the trade break or trade deadline where teams are saying, okay, I'm going for it this year or I'm not. And those are like your two big times to dangle a piece like Aaron Judge. I don't know.
There's a third one. There's a third one before that. And there are some people and I know Gary won't mind us sharing this. He doesn't want to ever compete in the auction. Every league I've been with him, he wants his roster set. But there are some guys who just don't want any piece of the auction. So they're going to fill their whole team before the auction. So there's that
post-contract, pre-auction window that we might have. Yeah, that's fair.
But I mean, he is.
Yeah, that would be interesting if he made a move like that. That would be something.
He could do it too. Like that's why
I think he's got the prospect capital. But again, when we were talking about selling Judge, it was like Judge and Wu, but it was more for trying to fill holes for this year. Do the Braves have something that could help this year and maybe some prospect capital going forward?
He could float a pick. He's got plenty of picks.
He's not going to help anybody this year.
But if someone's looking at a rental because we're talking about the team who sold Judge is already mailing it in this year. Like we're saying Judge.
But we weren't though. We weren't. It's the Dodgers, right? And they're 14-14, and I was saying sell Judge for multiple pieces for this year.
And see, I was thinking sell Judge for the future, just because.
But right. So it's like, how does he want to handle the selling if that's something he's going to do? how does he want to handle the selling of Judge, or could the Braves accommodate like both of that? Does he have
Oh yeah, he has
maybe a big league piece and a couple of premium specs that he could?
Well, the other
Yeah, I
thing
don't
too
know.
with the Braves is, so he's already at 29 specs, and I don't know any of them. Like I know Harrington's supposed to be pretty good, like regarded pretty good. Like how many of these guys is he going to keep? Okay, because you're going to have to get in this situation with when you hoard these picks. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's got 9
It's
picks.
true. If he wants to make
He
all
has
those, he's
one.
going to have the room. Yeah.
He's going to have the room. So, how many of these guys that you have are cuttable? You're going to have current leagues. You have 9 picks, and you're going to have to cut 8 of these guys. You're going to have to
He's
get
got
rid of
9 guys on the injured reserve too. Is that what that says?
Yep.
Yeah. So he may run into some roster crunch issues even before this season is out.
Well, he's got Waldichuk. He's got someone he can put. He has 2 open because he's got 3 guys with green flags and 1 guy who's actually injured. 2 guys that are actually injured. So I mean, he really has 11.
Yeah.
He has 11.
Got a lot going on there.
But like that's why like this is an inch. I wanted to talk about this because this is one of the teams we really haven't talked. We've kind of like clumped him and the Giants together, and I think they're polar opposites. Even though they did the same thing, I think they're polar opposites because he's got a team that has big leaguers playing.
Yeah, I remember the Griffin Weatherholt combo is phenomenal, and they're going to be $3 each next year. That's a fantastic
Walker,
start.
I mean, look at
team.
Walker at $5.
He's got more big league pieces than the Giants have. Way more he's got the prospect market cornered, but the Giants have proven big leaguers now in Griffin and JJ.
No, the Braves.
Or the Braves. Yeah, sorry, the Braves. And it appears that Walker has figured it out and is a Major League Baseball player now, Major League hitter. So, yeah, very, very interesting the way that he decides to go. It's kind of like it's like the buy or sell thing. It's like I'm saying sell because I think he should sell the valuable pieces and get value for next year. And at the same time, you're saying buy, but he's also kind of buying for next year too. So it's kind of like the same thing in the spot that this team is in, like the buying and the selling. It's almost the same thing.
But it's what he could buy is my difference. Like I don't think you're like the outside the box of buy Aaron Judge, buy
No, I was not thinking that. Yeah, I was not thinking that. I'll give you that.
That's where I'm looking at this team. I'm like, man, you have an interesting. If you want to do that. No, that's not for everyone. That risk is not for everybody.
It's a fun idea. It really is.
It's like it's an interesting, fun idea for sure.
It comes down to what the Dodgers decide to do, really, with regards to Judge.
Now, the last 2 I don't have much on. Okay, Dale's Pirates have 3 wins, if I believe I recall right. He needs to sell, but he has nobody to sell.
Yeah, Dale doesn't have a lot to sell, and he's one of these guys that wants Benj and DeLauder from me, and I'm like, bro, I just don't see, like, even if I was going to sell these guys, which I'm not, I don't really see
like
it.
Who's he going to try to give you? Slade? Slade.
He didn't offer anything. He just said, like, is there any chance? And I would go look and be like, man, I'm not trying to be a dick, but I don't really think so. I just the guys that I'm interested in, like Ed Diaz and stuff, they're just too uncertain, and I wouldn't sell a $1 outfielder.
Do you believe in McGreevy?
I like him. I have full disclosure. I've inquired to Dale a couple different times about McGreevy, but we haven't been able to work anything out. So
even Mize.
He's been really good lately. He's like his last couple starts, I feel like have been really good. But yeah, I do think Dale should. He's probably more a hold than anything. But again, it's like if you can find some stuff to sell, go ahead and sell it. Yeah,
he should sell, but
just what is he going to sell? Yeah.
Okay. I think I told you earlier on the pod off air we had 3 categories. I said I have 4 categories. I don't know if you remember that.
I do.
Okay. We have the San Francisco Giants. Do you want my answer first, or do you want to give yours and I can give my answer to make more suspense?
Oh, go ahead. I don't have much for the Giants.
Giants, find a new hobby. Okay. Why
that was not
Earth?
The category you told me. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think I told you what the 4th one is. But why on
I thought
earth?
It was punt, but it was. Yeah, it wasn't find a new hobby.
Why on earth would you sign up for something like this? Spend $400, and you're going to get 0 back this year. I mean, I said that over.
I'll give Matt his dues because he has done this in other leagues.
Yep,
and
he did it in ABL 4.
Yeah, in ABL 4 it worked out great for him, but that league was almost dead when it started. Like that league started, and like a third of the teams weren't paying attention anymore by like the first All-Star break. So that's not a great. But he also did it in, was it TFE or EPS? Like we've been in too many leagues now. But he took the same tack in one of those, not quite to this extreme, to where he was like, I'm going to pare my way down to a 0-win team. But man, if some of these guys, they don't even all have to work out, all these prospects, but he's got a ton of premium prospect talent, and he's going to have a ton of money in the auction. It would not surprise me if the Giants are a playoff team next year. It would not surprise me one bit. So I don't think he needs to find a new hobby, but that kind of, I don't even know what to call it, because like the deals that he made very early on to like get these prospects, he sent a lot of guys away that kind of was throwing a lot of pebbles into the pond all at once and making a lot of disruption. And it's like settled down, obviously, and the teams, aside from like the Reds and stuff making a ton of moves, they kind of are what they are. But I remember at the time that he was doing this, like the grumbles of like disparity were already flowing through the lake. Like he's making teams too strong, and what is he doing? He's punting before a pitch has even been thrown. Yeah, I think there should be a balance to that. But again, he paid just like we did. Yeah, he can take as much time as he wants on the golf course.
I guess that's my issue. Is like you said, the timing. All of the, like, if we looked at this team and we saw it and we're like, oh, okay. Like he made all these trade deadline moves. He made all these at the deadline or in the middle of the year. Fine. Then I wouldn't say this. But the fact this all happened before we even had a pitch thrown.
Again, to bring up ABL, this is what pissed a lot of guys off about Harry. And it was more so with Harry that he was making these deals without announcing that these guys were even available. He was just like, once one happened, the dominoes started falling. And then before you know it,
they're all gone.
All these guys had been traded like within 24 hours, and 2/3 of the league hadn't even been online to like. But it's like, again, you can't. I'm not for enforcing these rules where, okay, if I want to trade a guy, I got to tell everybody that I'm going to trade him. So like, get the guys you want. Matt likes the prospects that he likes. Mm-hmm. He wanted to get them maybe before they went off and became more expensive. At the risk of, or, the guarantee of being a bad team this year. But, maybe he didn't want Zaire Hope to go off or Mike Sirota to go off and then become more expensive halfway into the year. I
don't know. Yeah.
I don't agree with that. Would never be me in year one, especially. That's the kind of the thing that makes it in year one of a league. I don't have $400 to just piss away and not try at all, but he did. I don't think it can be argued really that he set himself up really nicely for year 2 and beyond. He's got a ton of prospect capital. He's got some potential keepable major leaguers. There are not a lot of them, but McGonigal's up, Bazana's up. Like these guys are going to contribute this year and well beyond. Cassis, if he comes back and can be anything, he's got him at a nice price.
I think the biggest thing is this disparity right here, where we've talked about the Braves and we've talked about the Giants doing the same thing. Look at the 3,000 points separates these.
Yeah, the point gap is so, and it's kind of like it's not even like he's just handing free wins out,
Yes.
to everybody that plays.
That's where it's like, we get to let me just do this here.
Look, when teams dump at the deadline, they are doing the same thing for the rest of the season. Just Matt did it earlier. He got way ahead of the wave. And like I said, I don't love it. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I don't really see a problem with it either. He paid just like we did. He can run his team.
Where is this at?
We might be looking at the Giants next year and saying, why the hell didn't I do that? Look at all these. But it also might be a disaster. These guys don't always work out. I think the hit level on like the premium prospects is better nowadays than it's ever been, but there's still no guarantees. Look how long it took Brady House to become, I don't know why I just pulled that name out of my ass, but look how long it took Brady House to become a productive major leaguer. And before that, it was supposed to be Carter Kaboom, who was never a productive major leaguer, but a really hyped prospect in that same system. And just these guys don't always work.
So let's just look at this. These are teams that are in the playoff hunt that get to face the Giants at the end of the year. You got the Marlins, you got the Brewers, you got the Yankees, you got the Cubs. Or I forgot.
Where's the Nats?
The Diamondbacks.
Where's the Nats?
But look at that. When you're looking for a free win, at that time, you get your free win just based off of schedule luck in week 13.
Do I not get him at all? I get him.
Week 13.
Period 13. Okay, Jesus.
Okay. So, look at the timeliness of the win. I know it all adds up the same. But when you're fighting, the last week that Chris gets a free win.
Those crappy weeks can determine if you decide to be a buyer or a seller. It does depend on when you pick up wins and when you don't. Look at if the Cardinals right now were 18-10, there's no way he's thinking about selling. But say he goes on a run where he, the next 3 weeks he goes 0-12 or whatever.
He's selling.
Like that dictates how that goes. And then by then, 3 weeks from now, anything he might have been trying to sell, those teams have already bought. So they don't need Freddie P anymore. They don't want Joey, or those guys are hurt, or whatever it might be. Like, these things matter.
And I'm sure it was just dumb luck that Brendan got, the Yankees got him in week 19. That was the scheduling gods just happened to give Brendan.
This guy.
I tell you, unreal.
This guy.
Unreal. Like, this is
fucking the AI using.
Yeah.
Like,
that was a setup that he just had the Giants. So just a free win. Wait while he's going in the playoffs. Weird.
Nice free win. He can rest his starters. He can rest his starters for the playoffs, and they'll be nice and
doesn't even have to set a lineup or anything like that, really.
Just like football, just resting the guys in week 18 or whatever.
Unreal, this guy, I tell you.
Yeah. Fuck.
Well, went a little longer than we thought we did, but that's how it happened.
Yeah. Let's get you out of here. I know
I've got a few more minutes. But just to wrap it up, I think it was a little more interesting than most people probably thought with the NL.
I think the NL, at least for this exercise, I don't know if it's because I have you here too, but it feels like there was more to discuss than the AL that I did by myself. I just everybody's a buy in the AL. They're all duking it out. It's really close for the most part. Everybody's a buy what you can. And over here, there is even some higher end teams could potentially be selling some pieces off. The Marlins, maybe, the Pods, maybe with Glass now. Just a little more interesting in the NL and maybe a little more cutthroat competitive in the AL right now, fighting out for those last couple playoff spots.
Yes. Well, good to join you. Hope everybody has a good Memorial Day weekend. I'm gonna
have a good holiday.